Okay. Look, a team can fall in love with the quarterback. You can fall in love with the quarterback. Can we all just agree on one thing? That you don't know what the f*** you're talking about. So do me, everybody listening at home, and the people that have to deal with you in your lives a favor. Shut the f*** up. Yeah, Malik Willis shined out at his pro day. Jeff, I'll let you start because you're one of the Malik Willis ball lickers.
Fangirls.
Fan lickers, same thing. Same thing. I'll let you start.
All right. Well,
what'd you make of the pro day?
It didn't really take a ton from it. Obviously, we talked about this before the show as well. Remember Zach Wilson's pro day. Everybody looks good in their pro day, for the most part. But Malik Willis, what he showed me yesterday is just how more mobile, and especially he clearly has the biggest arm out of all the other quarterbacks. And I think that was the objective coming into his pro day, kind of solidify himself as the, maybe not the number one quarterback in terms of production, but definitely the number one quarterback in terms of upside. No question about it. I think he had one ball dropped the entire time of the pro day. It was his only incompletion. So had a pretty good pro day. But again, no pass rushers, no pads, no game. It's not game speed or anything like that. But it was still great to watch. And Malik Willis, does it change what I think of him at 2? No, I don't. I asked Adam this question about a week ago. Would you rather take Kyle Hamilton or Malik Willis at 2? Listen, at least if you take Kyle Hamilton, it doesn't tie Brad Holmes' hands for the next couple of years because you have your franchise quarterback. That is who your franchise quarterback is if you take him at 2. You can't really – you're not the Arizona Cardinals. You don't have that luxury as much to especially lose and then take a quarterback the following year. Jared Goff's going to start this year. You're not going to have the number 1 pick. So it's going to be tough for them to kind of correct their mistake if they do make one. So Malik is your guy. And it depends what Brad Holmes thinks of him. I think that's the biggest question. Doesn't matter what I think of him. Do I want him at 2? No. But Brad Holmes, they got to see him at the Senior Bowl. And I think that's the biggest part of this whole thing is what do they think of him? You got the time with him at the Senior Bowl. So if they take him at 2, there isn't an excuse. You've had all the time in the world with the kid. And he's incredibly talented. But I could see him falling to maybe a 6 at Carolina or a 9 Seattle, 8 Atlanta. Like those are much more realistic destinations than 2 because, in my opinion, you need to make this football team better. And I'm not talking about at the quarterback position right now. I'm talking about the complete team. You need an edge rusher, whether it's Trayvon Walker, whether it's Kayvon Thibodeau, or whether Aidan Hutchinson falls. It does not matter to me. I would take all the above right now in this position we're in right now as a franchise than Malik Willis. I just think as much as I'm enamored by his talents, I just don't want to overreact because of how bad this quarterback class is. I think that's the biggest part. You're looking at the quarterback talent and you're saying, well, Malik Willis is the best out of all of them, but is that really the best? I mean, just because he's has the most upside of all these quarterbacks doesn't mean he's going to be a superstar. Does not mean that at all. So take what you wish from it. I know a lot of people were watching the pro day, and he made, especially the last throw, completing his pro day. It was magnificent. I mean, he looked like a right-handed Michael Vick. But again, like at number 2, guys, you got to think where you're taking the kid. And I get the part of it that is also, well, if you like the guy, you take him at anywhere. You take him at 2, you take him at 7, wherever you are, you'll take the guy if you like him. And I get that. But I just don't see Brad Holmes that much in love with him. But again, who am I to tell? FanDuel has him as a favorite so, to go number 2. So we'll see, Adam. I think it's going to be a very interesting month.
It's going to be a rough morning.
It's going to be an interesting month. So all the Malik Willis lovers, I know Stick at our network's a big one. Whew. I don't know what the hell's going to happen if we take him at number 2.
He had a hell of a pro day, though. I mean, he made some really great throws. Good for him. I thought he was really nice. But he didn't make a throw during the pro day that Zach Wilson didn't make last year. The pro day is your opportunity to kind of sign off one more time in front of all the scouts. And you know who the only 2 head coaches that were there yesterday? Mike Tomlin and Matt Rule.
I heard Tomlin is in love with him, but he's at 20. So.
Well,
yeah, there you
again,
go.
We can keep talking about what the Lions are going to do at 2, but Matt Rule, Mike Tomlin, the only 2 people there picking at 6 and 20. You falling in love with Willis?
I
you tweeted it.
I am. Watching the pro day, I was. I mean, he's incredibly impressive. Just as the talent and the upside, I'm not going to deny. But again, Adam, at number 2, I need a finished product. I really do. Like there's guys that go like Justin Herbert at 5, or like these guys go even as finished products. Malik is not a finished product. Like there's a lot more there that people believe they can get out of him. Like obviously Mike Tomlin believes that, but at number effing 2, it's hard for me to swallow that pill. It really is, guys. As much as I was impressed, I would rather take an impact player, somebody that can come in right away and either produce. Hell, I'm assuming it's edge rusher, but let's say worst case scenario, it's Kyle Hamilton. At least you get a guy on starter for your defense that probably will have a better chance of working out than a quarterback that you don't have any idea. You really don't. It's tough. Get the quarterback next year. But yeah, no.
What do you mean pick?
What? No,
do you love the no? Like, do you want them to get him, or are you willing to wait?
I said F no. F
really?
no. Yeah, no. What are they? They're not trading back.
But I thought you fell in love.
I am. But I could fall in love with him in Pittsburgh too.
Jeff's a whore.
I could fall in love with him while he's in Pittsburgh. I'll watch him from afar. I don't want to deal with him now at number 2 for the Lions. I'm sorry, I can't. Fair
enough.
I don't think I could live with myself as a Lions fan. I would.
He seems genuinely like a really cool person, though.
He's a great guy.
Like a really good guy. That's
there.
what you look in, obviously, as one of the factors when you consider taking a quarterback. But the pro day is the same for everybody. It's a chance for you to show off your arm, show off your throws outside of the pocket. It's just a glorified taping day, really. It's just a glorified highlight reel. That's all it is. That's all it really is. And this happens, again, every year. One individual has a pro day where everybody falls in love. And I find it interesting that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell did not attend the pro day. Now, if they were there, I think we're having a different conversation this morning. But that leaves me to question, what's the move now at 2? What's the mindset in Allen Park? And I don't think we have a clear understanding or a clear reading. Of course, I tell all of you, draft the cocaine, which means get an edge rusher. But Kyle Hamilton is now emerging as the Vegas favorite. The Lions will dare take a safety number 2 overall.
Yeah, it ain't.
That'll be the highest safety ever taken.
It ain't ideal. No, it ain't.
In year 2 of a rebuild, when you're just starting to feel pretty confident about where they're going. And again, I can't deny the talent that Kyle Hamilton is. I can't. But I know how to win in the league. And that's get the quarterback, the GM, and the head coach right. Protect the quarterback, give him some weapons, get to the opposing team's quarterback. It's that simple. Like, it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
And Kyle Hamilton is going to be a playmaker in the league. And yeah, you'd love to have him on your team. But are you ready for Kyle Hamilton? Oh, well, Adam, we can take an edge at 32 and 34, and one of them will work out, right? Fuck, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
It ain't going to be the
That's
edge
not
rushers.
how you draft. This isn't Madden. It's not a video game. This is real life. Real life people's jobs are on the line. If Brad Holmes misses at number 2, that's going to be a problem. Like... You guys play too much Madden.
You know what's been pissing me off, though? Like, the amount of people that are talking to me and trying to convince me about Malik Willis saying, you're going to pass on a future MVP? A future like, whatever they're saying. They're pitching Malik Willis to me like he's the next great quarterback, and I get that. There's always a chance. But what are you guys seeing that I'm not? That's the biggest question I have.
Who would you rather have, Justin Herbert or MVP Lamar Jackson?
Justin Herbert.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
I'm going to ask you compared to Lamar Jackson, which
Joe
player
Burrow.
you'd want. Okay.
And that's
Derek Carr.
Ooh, now we're getting a little.
Yeah, now you're having a conversation. Isn't that sad with an NFL MVP? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see, now you're
Nobody cares if you're a mobile quarterback. Nobody gives a shit. It is the most overused term in the NFL right now. It is so frustrating. Do you want to be mobile in the sense of getting out of the pocket sometimes, escaping the pressure? Absolutely. I'd love a quarterback to be able to do that. But at the end of the day, you got to play within the pocket. That's how the NFL works. It's always worked this way for quarterbacks. Can you make the throws when you're in the pocket? Yes, there's going to be plays where you make a play unscripted, you roll out, you make a beautiful throw 30, 40 yards downfield. Congratulations, that's not football. That's just you being brilliant for a singular moment in time.
Right.
That's not dropping back 30, 40 times a game. Big difference.
Look at the 4 quarterbacks in the championship games, all pocket quarterbacks. And yeah, Josh Allen can run. Well, Josh Allen can beat you in the pocket. That's the difference. Malik Willis, I don't even know if he can win a game strictly in the pocket. I mean, I love his athleticism.
Who's the mobile quarterback? Not run first, excuse me. Who was the mobile quarterback outside of Cam Newton to make a Super Bowl appearance in recent time? Don't tell me Patrick Mahomes.
No, he could beat you in the pocket.
He's known for his arm.
Yeah.
What are we talking about with with Malik Willis? Are we talking about his accuracy, his arm strength? No, you talk about his arm strength and he's mobile. He can run. I don't want my quarterback to run.
No, yeah.
I don't want my quarterback to run.
That's what the running back's for.
He was 2 for 4 in the Senior Bowl. And he had more rushing attempts than he did passing attempts.
Wait, wouldn't the Senior Bowl be a better evaluation for a guy like Malik Willis? At least, and then a pro day? I mean, we're overreacting from a guy who has no one coming at him and he's in no pads throwing to open receivers. But then at pro day, 2 for 4 and 11 yards, I believe the statistics were. And it's not even the point, but you got to see him in pads on a field throwing the football against coverage.
Yeah, look.
And Kenny Pickett looked the best quarterback in that situation. So
yeah, look, man,
really
I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm the Lions and that's my guy, I'm going for him. I don't care. I don't care what public perception is. If I believe in Malik Willis, I'm going for him. I believe, and this is my opinion, I believe it's more important for this football team, given the timeline they're working under, to go out and secure a game-wrecking pass rusher. And if you can do that, I'm starting to feel much better. And again, guys, okay, look, a team can fall in love with a quarterback. You can fall in love with a quarterback. Can we all just agree on one thing? And if we can all agree on this one thing this morning, I'm going to have a much better relationship with all of you. Can we all agree that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about? Because if quarterback was as simple as how you make it seem when evaluating a quarterback, and it's this simple of a science, everybody in the league would have a quarterback. But that's not the case. So do me, everybody in this room, everybody listening at home, and the people that have to deal with you in your lives a favor. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Having said that, I'm willing to extend an olive branch. I'm willing to say, you know what? When I look at Malik Willis, okay, 6'1", I've seen quarterbacks similar to him work in the NFL. Obviously, you can have those concerns. It's not a requirement, I believe, in today's NFL, given that he is mobile, right? He's able to escape the pocket at times.
Right.
The arm strength, very attractive. Deep ball accuracy, very attractive. That's not everything.
Yeah. What about the rest of the field?
And there's the intermediate, short, play action, understanding, dissecting coverages. Can you do all that? Do I believe you can do all that? And after sitting down with Malik Willis and interviewing him, do you walk away with the conclusion that not only do I believe he can do all these things, but by sitting for one whole season, he will be ready to take over the league year 2? If that is the case, the Detroit Lions should absolutely go for Malik Willis. But that is only based on he is going to be to the 10th degree better than Jared Goff next season. If he isn't, I don't want to hear it. They are committed to Jared Goff for 2 more years. You, Detroit, are going to be able to have your opportunity next year as well to draft a quarterback. If you want to force your hand and do it this year, be my guest. Your decision. I think you're a year away, and I'm going to keep saying that. I think you're a year away, but again, if it's Brad Holmes, all in, Malik Willis, I'm going to shut the hell up and say that's his guy, I'm with it. If I'm in love with Malik Willis the way you are, and he's available at 32, you're damn right I select him. Give me that 5th-year option on a rookie contract,
I'm running up
and
that
I
podium.
am a very happy person this morning. Having said that, this is what I mean about smoke and mirrors, and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because everybody's enamored with Malik Willis. Does he fit your timeline? And let me ask you this, Detroit. Is Malik Willis ready to play week 1 this NFL season? No. Most NFL scouts, GMs, personnel, anybody involved with player personnel are saying right now this is a guy that's going to need time to develop. All right, I'll acknowledge it. Let's say you select him number 2 overall. that has not changed your win total outside of, if not for the worse, because you haven't added a premier defensive player. Fair?
Yeah.
So let's say next year I'm telling you you need to win 6 to 9 games and you end up winning 6. Well, Detroit, next year is, again, it could all be another disaster class. But next year people are highly excited, I would say, very excited for the quarterback class next year. Okay, what does that mean for you? It means you're picking in the top 5, top 10. And if there's a team that wants a quarterback, well, you can trade back because you already committed to yours. Is he ready to start the following year? What are you selecting in that draft to support him? The timeline's off by a year for me. That's why I'm not bought into the idea. It could all be smoke and mirrors, but I truly believe it's Jared Goff this year, draft the quarterback next year, sit him for the final year of Jared Goff, and a clean transition on the cap, no issues, and ideally Jared Goff has taken you to the playoffs in one of those 2 years. Similar to the Kansas City Chiefs transition. Now, is it going to be that smooth and perfect? No, guys. Nothing is perfect.
Right.
No plan ever goes according to plan. Ever. Having said that, that's the timeline I see this team on. But I can't control if that front office and that scouting department is in love with Malik Willis. If they are, I will be pounding the table that they should take him number 2 overall. Why was Justin Herbert so successful year 1? He's a great talent, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I make the argument that Malik Willis and some of these quarterbacks in recent years have all the talent that Justin Herbert has. Why was he successful year 1?
Because he walked into a great situation.
Thank you.
That is the biggest
What
thing.
is Malik Willis walking into?
A team
1 year of sitting behind a run-heavy team that hasn't built its defense, and the wide receiving core is what? I'm a fan of DJ Chark. We all like the signing. What the fuck does that do for your football team? What does that do for your quarterback? Your rookie quarterback. You have an unproven tight end with a high ceiling, but he just can't stay healthy. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, he's a blessing. God bless. Phenomenal. What else? Where's your Keenan Allen? Mike Williams. Austin Eckler.
Joey Bosa.
Top 10 offensive line. You're Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
You're Darwin James. And mainly, where's your Joey Bosa? Where's your head coach? Is Dan Campbell what you think he is? Great. Then you're ready for a quarterback. If he isn't, whoever you bring in will fail. The situation you get put into when you are drafted is everything at the quarterback position.
Absolutely.
If Lamar Jackson is selected by the Cleveland Browns, he is out of the league with it by his second year. Not because he doesn't work hard, not because he doesn't put in the work, or he doesn't believe in himself. But the goddamn Baltimore Ravens changed their entire offense and built it around their quarterback and Lamar Jackson. They did that. They didn't run the Kansas City. No, they built an offense that would make the quarterback look phenomenal, and boy, did he.
And their defense.
Some of it is luck. You have to be fortunate, whatever you want to call it. But the situation you walk into is everything. It is absolutely everything. In Detroit, have you built a situation that allows any quarterback, rookie or not, to walk in and be successful? Right now, that answer is no. You're still building it. So I believe they're 1 year out. Are you bought into Malik Willis? Good. I will buy in with you, Brad Holmes. That's my confidence level in you. Having said that, that doesn't mean, oh my God, draft Malik Willis. Yeah. You fucking idiots. What's more important to this football team right now? Building a defensive front that will win you football games, or getting a quarterback to sit for 1 year that you aren't sure is going to work out.
Yeah.
And by the way, the guy that can make all the throws, had the mobility, a bit undersized, not really, and walked into the freaking perfect situation, was who? He's in your division. Ding, ding, ding. Jordan Love, you goddamn idiots. They sat him a year, and he wasn't even ready. Don't talk to me about Malik Willis at 2 when he's a project and he doesn't come in day one and start. You take Malik Willis at 2, I want him on the field in September.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Adam, he's not ready. There's a special place in hell for people like you. Next question. If the Lions draft Willis at 2, Adam, can you push me off the Ambassador Bridge? Mike G, I allegedly could. That doesn't mean I will. I may do it. Maybe.
If he's asking.
DM me, Mike.